The Goods. Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Galatasaray versus Bayern Munich. Incredible match. What an incredible match. I can't remember the last time I've seen a match so entertaining, so well played. That energy, the stadium. I think for me, the crowd was actually on their best behavior. I don't know if there was some kind of sanctioning going on, but yeah, they're known to be a lot more rowdy, a lot more wild. I remember there being the flares, the pyrotechnics, the smoke. There was none of that. But it was amazing that the crowd was standing up pretty much throughout the whole match, if not throughout the whole match. And yeah, just great night to play football. Great night to play football. This was the kind of game, if you're not a fan of football or you're slowly getting into football, this would have been the perfect opportunity to pop your cherry, to pop your football cherry. What a crazy match. What an insane match. And by the grace of God, I don't know how Bayern Munich didn't get humiliated. This was a game for them to be destroyed by Galatasaray. The papers the next day would have read something in Bavaria along the lines of put a fork in it, the schnitzel's done, because they got so lucky. I mean, they lucked out majorly. Bayern Munich lucked out majorly because the amount of chances, I can't even keep track of how many times Galatasaray had opportunity to be able to score with Torreira, Icardi, especially Torreira. I've never seen this guy play. Uruguayan, really good player. So small, such a small player, but yet such a skillful player, such a skillful, and the vision, the passes, just some of those shots, man. He just it wouldn't go in. It wouldn't go in, and it was coming up. You could smell it. It's coming. It just just one more, just two more. But he had those 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities, and if you don't score, I mean, you're gonna get scored on, right? And Bayern just lucked out. I mean, the press, the high press that they were playing pretty much throughout the whole game. That's what would have gave them the victory. But paradoxically, that's what got Bayern the win and Galatasaray the defeat. That first half, how many times did Musiala lose the ball? How many times did Kimmich lose the ball? Mazraoui? How many times did Sane, Davies, Kane even losing the ball? Galatasaray were unstoppable in that press. They would not give them an inch to breathe. It was kind of like the game Chelsea versus Arsenal, where Cucurella was constantly hovering around Bukayo Saka, and would not let him breathe, would not give him an inch of space to control the ball, to do anything. And that's what Galatasaray did to Bayern Munich, and I loved every second of it. I was really happy to see Bayern Munich play. I haven't seen him play. I've been wanting to catch a lot of the games in the Bundesliga, but I just don't have the time. Been working a lot more. And seeing Galatasaray the way they were playing, I want them to advance. I want them to advance to the quarterfinals, the minimum, to the quarterfinals. Such a great team. I found out that Zaha is there. I had no idea. Icardi, I knew about Icardi being there. Sanchez also, that used to play. I think it's the Sanchez that used to play in Milan. Who else was there? Tete. I had no idea Tete was there. Yeah, so many good players. And again, the amount of opportunities that these people missed. I mean, where to start? Where do you go? Torreira with the shots from long distance, so close. And you got to give it to Ulrich. Supposedly, my friend was telling me this is his last game before Neuer comes in to replace him. He did a phenomenal job. There was that cross from Tete, and was it the cross from Tete? Yeah, I think it was the cross from Tete, and Ulrich got to the ball one-handed, but I mean, pretty much gave this guy Arku, I think, I can't pronounce his name. It's Arku something. Number 7 for Galatasaray. He pretty much just served him. All he had to do was push it in, and he shoots it over the crossbar. That was before the one. That could have been the equalizer, the 1-1. And and I think even before that one, right after that one was the volley. I think it was Tete again, or somebody else. No, I think it was somebody else. I think it was Bowie, the French guy, with the cross and that half volley that came out of nowhere. And again, Ulrich really good with the one-handed one, stretching his arm out, save both. I mean, that was just like the first 15 minutes, I think, of the match. Incredible. Again, high octane. high octane. And then there was Icardi himself that had a bunch of opportunities with a shot. I think it was a pass from Torreira, and just skimming past the second post, and then the header, the throw in from, I can't remember, the left back for Galatasaray, and Icardi getting close to, I think he hit the post or maybe right outside the post, from a throw in. Just so many opportunities that needed to go in. That penalty to me was not a penalty. I mean, even Icardi himself was going to stop the ball. He just completely missed the ball. And obviously, momentum, and you have the two players that are closing him down. Nobody was coming behind him, so nobody pushed him. So I don't know why he fell over. He didn't trip on anybody. Nobody touched him. What's his name? Kimmich was pulling his legs back. As soon as he got there, he pulled his legs back in time. It wasn't like he got there, he touched them, and then he decided to pull his legs back. He was pulling his legs back. As he was sliding, he was pulling his legs back, trying to avoid the penalty, obviously. And I think it's Kim Jae, the Japanese guy. He didn't touch him. He didn't touch it. It just, oh my God, that wasn't a penalty. That wasn't a penalty. Out of all the opportunities that they had to score, you give that as a penalty. Nah. I mean, the penalty, the Panenka, that what's his name, Icardi score. Yeah, that was great. That was super great. That was awesome. That was really great. So well done. Unannounced, unpredictable. I did not see that coming. I thought he was actually just gonna rip the ball. That's what at least most of us would have done. Really composed, the confidence, beautiful Panenka from what's his name, Icardi. And Bayern. I mean, Musiala, I thought he was going to get subbed at some point because he was losing the ball quite a bit, and gave the ball away in the final third of their half, and they almost scored a bunch of times with Torreira. One of those dispossessed balls from Musiala was one of the shots, long distance shots from Torreira, the Uruguayan. So I saw him. I thought he was having a bad game at the beginning, Musiala, and of course he made it up towards the end with the pass and the goal that he scored himself. Sané, this is probably one of the best games that I've seen Sané play. Again, I haven't seen Bayern play all that much, but I do remember making a criticism about Sané that's as much as you're going to get from Sané. Man, I was wrong. I'm happy I was wrong, because he made some impressive runs. He made some very, very important and very, like I said, impressive runs. Some of those runs were just, I mean, the speed, the touch, and it was the last touch that he ended up, not really calibrating, not really measuring his touch. And every single time that last touch was a little bit too much. He pushed it a little bit too much. Everything else was amazing, taking 2-3 players on, all the way from half field, mind you, cutting in from the left-hand side, or sometimes from the right-hand side, but mostly from the left-hand side. Really, really good runs where I thought there was no way they were going to catch up to him, and no, he's fast, and also I didn't think he was that good at controlling the ball, but no, he really one-upped. I mean, he got really better. I don't know what happened, but he definitely impressed. He definitely impressed in this game. Like I said, the only thing was that last touch that he needs to work on. The last one that he did, I don't know how many runs he did. He did like 3 or 4 runs. Wasn't a foul. That Muslera, the goalie, which had a good game. Muslera, the Uruguayan, he had a really good game. The keeper from Galatasaray, he had a really, really good game. Actually saved one of the free kicks from Sané. There was a shot also from Sané that I think it was Musiala that passed him the ball, and a cross shot, really good shot, really good shot and save from both Muslera and Sané. But I thought he had a really good game. Sané had a really, really good game. Just needed his goal. Really just needed his goal. And again, controlling, knowing what to do before making that last touch. But other than that, he played an amazing game, I think. And Kane too. Kane with the heel flick, and obviously lucky for him, the ball bounced right back to him, and he was able to push it in. But for me, that whole play was, that was everything. That was a great gameplay by Bayern, the whole team. Starting with what's his name, Coman, with the switch all the way to, I think it was Sané, if I'm not mistaken, and just, he even felt, he did like a spin, like this gymnastic kung fu little spin as he crossed the shot, and Bayern did a phenomenal job in just distributing the ball and giving it to what's his name, Mazraoui with the touch. And for me, what made that, I mean, just sealed the deal was Musiala with the fake pump kick. A lot of people would have just shot there. And then that last, the goal from Musiala, it just didn't seem that Muslera had a really good game. I don't know if it was because just like the morale was down. He was tired, or defender got in his way. The ball was like a foot away from him. He could have gotten to that ball, Muslera, and unfortunately it just went by him. And I mean, really good kick obviously from this kid Musiala, but definitely he could have done, I think, a better job at getting to the ball, Muslera, which had again he had a really good game. Ziyech, another one, I didn't know he was there, and I think he belongs in a club like this. Definitely didn't belong at Chelsea. This is one of those games that I could watch all over again. Bayern get the 3 points, and they really needed this game. They really worked their butts off. And I mean, by the grace of God, again, they were lucky. They lucked out in this game. There was nothing about like Bayern being Bayern. It was just Galatasaray. They just gassed out at the end. You can't keep up that high press for 90 minutes. It's just not possible. So credit to them. And Galatasaray, I mean, like I said, they played a phenomenal game. There was a lot of know-how, a lot of creativity. And nobody could keep up that high press. That, to me, that's what did them in. Just high pressing like that for 90 minutes is just not possible to do that. Not possible to do that unless you're going to be able to replenish and substitute half the team. It's just not possible to keep that up. And Bayern were just, I think they were lucky. Bayern, yeah, has a great team, but for me, Bayern lucked out big time, majorly. They lucked out big time, because this was a Galatasaray win, a win for sure. A win for sure. The way that they were playing, the amount of opportunities that they created, the amount of opportunities that they should have scored, Bayern, they got lucky with this, and I think they needed it, because this was a venue where it seems like it's a very difficult venue to come out winning. And Bayern, despite them having a good team, they didn't have that great of a team, or they don't have that kind of team. I'm not going to say that great of a team, that kind of team to be able to win in a venue like this against a Galatasaray like this. So credit to Galatasaray, and I hope they make it. I hope they make it to quarterfinals. I'd love to see Galatasaray play in the semifinals or even finals. Such a great venue, such a great team, and so many good players. Also surprised to see so many players. So yeah, really good game. Anyways, guys, thank you so much again for watching, and like always, I'll see you in the next one.